Hello, 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 and welcome to Emerald Thoth with me, Mark, taking you on a little adventure today out in the woods, in the English forest, as it were, today. As I come out, it started raining. You wouldn't think it's June in the northern hemisphere right now. I've just come to a clearing. It's giving kind of witchy vibes, druid vibes, shamanic type vibes, just out in a clearing, in the woods, in the rain, barefoot on the soil. Gives a little bit of a wistful scenery for today's read. Rain's falling down, I'm under the canopy of trees, and you can see my hair has got a little bit wet. Got my angelite and my green fluorite, my snazzy green or snazzy emerald trousers on, ready to get some messages today from the angels. And I'm just going to put in a little video of the clearing that I'm in just to show you right now. And hopefully that shows you where we are to set the scene for you a little bit. Okay, so today I'm going to take some messages from the angels of Atlantis. This comes from the Archangels, decked by Stuart Pearce. He talks a lot about voice and the sounds we make, like the Om sound and all the different sounds that relate to the different chakras. And so I did start recording this a bit earlier and I've had to take it again, but the card that came up, and I will take it as the theme of what I'm currently looking at, is Archangel Raphael, and now I'm going to go up and down to the camera today, with empathy. This speaks to the green, this speaks to healing, this speaks to light workers, and obviously empathy is a key facet for this world at the moment because humans are not nearly empathic enough on a global scale. And the shift and the lean is towards empathy and understanding and consciousness and sustainability on this earth. And I'm surrounded by greenery all around me. And so it's giving a sense already of we're looking at healing, we're looking at how we heal ourselves, any breakthroughs you may have had. And today I was reading Earth Angel by Ross Bartlett, one of the youngest medium psychics that is around. And he talks about his grandma who was spiritually inclined and who understood these things and helped bring him along when he was a child. And he lived with his grandma and his grandpa and his mum. And he was telling some of these stories about how he'd be at night and his grandma would tuck him into bed. And I realised that I never really had anything like that. I didn't come from the happiest of households, the quietest or the most loving of households sometimes. Everyone has love, it's just how they express it. But yeah, if you grow up in a household full of conflicts, if you're not always shown and expressed love, that obviously affects your attachment style. So I found it interesting how this developed his skills, and not only did he have a loving grandma, he had a grandma that was spiritually in tune as well. And so this talks to your psychic gifts, your empathic gifts, your healing gifts, whatever that may look like for you. Right, I would look to take another 2 oracle cards just to see the spirit. I'll take these 2 cards that have come out. The first is Archangel Metatron with Mercy, and then the second is Archangel Zapkiel with Ecstasy. Now, this moves it on a little bit from the empathy, so it gives a sense of these are your divine talents. This is a king and a, well, it looks like a scholar because they have a book in their hand, so it's giving a sense of divine royalty, that you are a sense of divine royalty, that you have strong empathic abilities, that you may help kings on this earth, or that doesn't necessarily have to be kings or people who are ruling different domains, because there are many split domains in the modern world, as there weren't such a number of 2, 3, 4, 500 years ago. This can be in businesses, this can be in public organisations, it can be anywhere that you're helping out. And it gives me a sense of the mercy that you receive from the divine crown chakra energy with the white and the diamond. You are this kind of earth angel that goes into these places and you bring mercy and love and compassion to people and places that don't necessarily experience it themselves or know how to be a loving, empathic human being themselves. You are the teacher. And with ecstasy, the image is a little bit funny. It's It looks like a saint, and she's been held up by angels. So this gives me a sense of angels have been with you, and angels have been guiding you, and angels have been supporting you all the way through. It's just for us to tap in and hear it, and to know it, and most importantly feel it. It's not always about visions or voices. It's about feeling that sense of mercy, of love through empathy, and of ecstasy. And that can mean a number of things, and that ecstasy can be just divine grace, not ecstasy as we think of as this big explosive thing. Of course it can be, but it can also just be a calm joy and grace and feeling of the divine around us. And it gives me a sense that your gifts and your healing abilities are what give you ecstasy, are what give you fulfillment. At the bottom of the deck is, and the other card was stuck with it, so I'll take both to show you. Wisdom with Metatron and Liberation with Jophiel. The eagle, a higher perspective. And so, you know, with that, it's saying you're liberated by your higher perspective, you're liberated by your higher gifts, you have ecstasy through your higher gifts. And this is almost where this reading is this angle of something higher speaking to you, through me, to you in the same way that it's coming down through the canopy of the trees, through the rains, through the heavens. It's love pouring down on you in a way. That's one way to see the rain. And so, wisdom also with Metatron is divine knowledge. It's believed that Metatron was Enoch walking on this earth. There are two figures in the Bible who were mentioned as walking into heaven, and that was Enoch and Elijah, who would become Archangel Metatron and Sandalphon, respectively. And this is divine wisdom, the Sphinx in this Egypt, and it gives me a sense of these divine links. You are a pyramid in yourself. You are sacred geometry yourself, walking this earth. It's just whether you know how to use it. It just knows whether how you tap into your empathy to receive divine wisdom from your root up through and from your crown. And it works in a system like this, all through your vessel. So, I'll take some confirmation from the Astro Matrix. To see what the messages are for empathy. Spirit. Okay. The Knight of Swords has come up. The King of Swords is at the bottom with Judgment. I'm going to put those back in because they're not to come out. But here we see the King of Cups, which looks like Prince, nice in its design, and Judgment, which looks different from your traditional Judgment card, but the card that came out was the Knight of Swords. And so, your judgment is to become this embodied King of Cups, to become this empath, to become this wise, divine helper. At the moment, you're searching, you're seeking like the Knight of Swords. Now, I normally say with the Knight that it's air in something. This is saying fire in something, and sometimes that is the way in Crowley's Thoth, it's the other way around in his deck. But I'm going to take it as air in air. Because this is such speed, because this is such intellect and knowledge, the Knight of Swords rushes in with their mind. And so, I get your learning, I get your experiencing things, I get your seeing things through your intellect, but maybe this is asking you to slow down and to tap into that empathy, to bring in that divine knowledge and wisdom, to connect with the divine and use that intellect in a different way. And, you know, Metatron with the kind of diamond, the white gives a more sense of the air suit. It's giving a sense to me that Spirit is saying is just maybe slow down the intellect or redirect it to tap into some of your empathy. So, let's see what the next card is going to be. And we'll do this for Mercy. And as that comes through, I mean, Zadkiel is the archangel I normally associate with Mercy. These are different messages in a different deck, but there's a song Mercy by Shawn Mendes. And maybe you are asking for mercy from the divine. A bird flies over to help you with this higher consciousness. You may be halfway through the journey or just starting or coming to an obstacle or a roadblock a long way in. And we have the Three of Wands here, which could be travel, which could be finding different places, because you're looking to understand this sense of mercy. You're asking for the divine mercy to bring you to a place of understanding and fulfillment and ways that you can help. And with that is the King of Wands, which again I would take as fire in fire here for me. So you've got air in air as I see it, and fire in fire. And this is what you're looking to embody. This is the mercy, is that you have this divine knowledge that you're aware of your passions, you're aware of your boundaries, you're aware of your creative expression, which would come through your empathy. And so you're asking for divine guidance and help, and maybe if you're not, then maybe that's where your intellect needs to redirect to bring in a sense of divine connection, rather than the intellect and logic that is described as logic in as well, because I wouldn't say that's a fully embodied version of logic in a holistic sense. And then with ecstasy, the devil wants to pop out of the bottom of the deck, but I think that's something you're looking to try and transcend with the ego. There's a story about Buddha, and when he is reaching enlightenment, the Buddha is being tempted by Maya, which is the demon king essentially. And I think I've said this story before, but I'll say it again because it's worth saying. And his three daughters are craving boredom and lust or passion, and he's trying to be tempted. And it's saying that you're trying to find that connection with the divine to not be tempted. And when Buddha sees this, and Maya is illusion, so the modern world is illusion, which keeps you in the wheel of samsara, which keeps you from enlightenment, he says, he touches the earth actually, he puts his right hand to the earth and says, I see you, Maya. And that's what we talk about in meditation and observation and trying to escape all these egoic constructs and escape the wheel of samsara, is I see you, Maya, I see you, illusion, I see you, devil, destruction, whatever you want to call it. And you become confident in that. With this ecstasy is confidence, it's very fiery energy. You are the Queen of Wands, the King and Queen of Wands. You become a divine union within yourself. I'm not getting an external divine union with this, I'm getting you as an embodied sense of a divine empath, a divine healer, a divine advisor. And so the Queen of Wands is water and fire together. This looks a particularly assured Queen of Wands. You may be an air sign, a Leo, an Aries, or a Sagittarius. It's not necessarily relevant. It's just about your own divine fires and passions and creativity, which you're working to embody as you connect with the divine and you shift what your egoic mind has told you before. And this will bring you to a sense of fulfillment, because at the bottom of the deck remains the Nine of Cups and the Sun. Joyous light, radiant light, and an understanding of your own emotional fulfillment. You know, the Nine of Cups is quite satiated. It's Jupiter in Pisces, Jupiter the historic ruler of Pisces before it was Neptune. And so it's at home there, it's exalted in the sense, or it's expansive, and that's, Pisces is possibly the most expansive of the zodiac signs, because it is the everything, it is the I am, it's the universe, it's the cosmos. We go from 1 to 12. 1 is the embodied sense, which is Aries, the personal I am, as in this is me, and then to the wider I am is like we are, essentially it's the universe, it's the oneness. So, I'll then take some Affirmators Tarot. Way. Okay, Spirit. To go with empathy. There's three that want to come out, and I'll take them. So, first of all is the Ten of Pentacles. So with your empathy and with this building and grounding, you start to create your own empire, your own legacy. And there's the Page of Pentacles. The ideas come to you freely. And then there is the Star and the Empress. And these are the four I'm going to take for all of those cards rather than drawing any more, because it's quite a strong message. And just at the bottom of that is Temperance. And just underneath that is Ace of Swords. And also the Ace of Wands is there as well, and the World. So we're saying you start to embody these divine angelic gifts with the Temperance card. You start to see clearly with the Ace of Swords. You start to feel clearly and your passions, your creativity, and your soul with the Ace of Wands, and with the world it comes to a completion. And you start to bring that to the kingdom of earth, Ten's kingdom, Malkuth essentially. And it's saying that you ground all of those things. This is well managed by this little raccoon here. The Page of Pentacles is well aware of their duties, is well aware of the steps they need to take. And you're being divinely guided with these steps you need to take, with trying to clear that Knight of Swords energy or get it at a steady pace so your mind can be clear like the Ace of Swords, and so you can move in line with your calling, which is this divine empath, which is this merciful, ecstatic light worker, which is the star. You are a star, you're a divine being, you're embodying it, and it's now become an Aquarius energy. So quite poignant. I spoke about Jupiter and Pisces, and the zodiac sign just before Pisces, and also quite cosmic and universal, but in the suit of air, is Aquarius. And Aquarius, we are coming into an age of Aquarius. It talks about alien technology, innovation, wide concepts and community, which you may notice in some of the divine channels around you. A lot of the premise is to create communities, is to create memberships. Community, community, community is the way forward. And today I learned that means communication and union. Not literally, but you can split the word community into communication and union. And that is a lot of what Aquarius embodies. Now it's us working out what that divine, what that cosmic communication looks like, and how we can unite that. How we can unite that consciousness between us on Earth, like these pentacles, like the Page and like the Ten of Pentacles. And so, possibly the answer is love. The Empress is Venus. This beautiful psychic fox with all the purple around is embodying divinity. This ecstasy is now more assured and embodied, and with that partnership of the King and Queen of Wands, there's a balance in there, although this would be the divine feminine, but it's talking about your inner union. It's talking about your cosmic connection to higher realms and bringing that abundance to the earth with the Ten of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. You are bringing down divine knowledge, cosmic knowledge. It's coming down from the heavens like this rain is coming down on me. You are getting rains, you are getting downloads of ecstatic, merciful, empathic, divine knowledge to help you on your path and to help heal this earth with all the green in this reading. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. So, thank you for being here with me. I hope you're somewhere warm and dry watching it. I think you probably are. But know that all rain and sun is the same. All seasons have their reasons. And we're here to work through it all. But know that we're with you on this divine path like Aquarius. The universe is with you like Pisces. We are all together. We are all coming together with communication and union, with community, with communion. And keep doing the work. Keep channeling into divine. Keep believing in yourself and that you are doing something different. Steer that Knight of Swords horse in the direction that is going to work for you, because there is lots of divine knowledge and clarity and ways that you can help people that are coming to you, that are pouring down in spades of information for you. I believe in you, I love you, and I look forward to connecting with you any which way in any which realm. Namaste.